In this video, we'll show you how to add a table. Tables can be used to space text or small photo or image icons across a page and space them evenly. But it's important to remember that tables, as built into the system right now, are not responsive when a screen is resized. So keep in mind the size of table that you're adding. So I'm going to add a table right below this photo, and I am going to click the button, which is right here, and this is the table button. And this gives me the option to build the properties that I want. Let's say I want 5 rows, and let's keep the width about the same as the photo for now, just to see that perspective. I want two columns, and border size. This is whether or not you want to see all the lines on the table you create. I do not, so I'm going to make the border size 0 and click OK. And this shows me the table that I have to work with. And so I can go through and start adding content. So we'll say the first header is day and the other is subject. And you'll see that it constrains the table to the width that we selected, which was 500 pixels wide, which is the same as the photo above. And I'm going to add a little bit of content so we can see what this looks like. Okay, this is just a sample. I'm going to click Save Changes. And it looks like that content is spread out pretty far. And if I want to change any properties once I've created a table, I can control and click anywhere on the table and change my table properties. This also allows me to insert a row above or below where the cursor is selected, or another column. But I want to change the table properties. I want to make the width a little bit smaller. And I think 200 will be plenty for the size of this table. Okay, and I'll click Save Changes. So let's preview what this page looks like as a teacher page now. I scroll down, I see the photo is no more than 500, so it doesn't bump into the gray buttons here. And here's the table I just created. I can add more text around it, but you'll see that it's lined up pretty well. Tables can be added to, can be made wider, but no more wide than 800 pixels. If it's wider than 800, then it will come off the side of the page and will not look good. Again, remember that tables are not responsive. So if I were to drag this window of my screen, this table is small enough that we created that it wouldn't adjust the size or mess up the text, but if you had a much wider table, say an 800 pixel wide table, it would. It would force the user to scroll over instead of showing all the content in one window. That's why tables are best used for small things like this.